Alright guys, today I'm going to be changing the vacuum pump seal on a 2.5 Jetta. I think this works for all the 2.5 motors. You're going to need a little torque set, and you'll need some of these pliers right here. You're going to squeeze these two, sorry guys, it's a truck passing. But you could just squeeze these two to get this off. Just move them back. And you're gonna use a T25 to get these two off. So once you unscrew these and get those off, you'll be able to just pull this whole thing up. It's being held by rubber grommets, so don't be afraid to just pull on it. It'll pop up. Okay, so once you get that cover off, you can inspect. This is a good time to inspect all your stuff, like look around your valve cover, make sure there's no leaks, so then you can address the issues if you have any. You can check your belts, all that good stuff. But the problem is this pump cover right here. There's a gasket behind it that goes bad, so you'll get that leakage right there on top of the motor. I don't know if you guys can see that down there. Yeah, there we go. And it leaks all down, and it makes a fucking mess in your driveway. But there's 4 screws. They're all T25s. I use a small ratchet. I see people use swivels and all that other stuff, but if you guys don't have it, you see you can do it. You can make it work. I also took this off. You just grab these two little flexible sides. You pull it and it'll snap right off. I just moved it out the way. I see people take off the whole freaking battery, the whole battery tray, and I wasn't gonna go through all of that, so I moved this out the way. You can see 1, 2, 3 at the bottom, and then there's another one right across from that. You want to take those off with the T25. I just reached my hand through and I got all of those off. Alright guys, I got that off. As you can see, I cleaned up a little bit around on the surface of it. Got all the oil from off the surface, and some of the oil from the little spot that it was spilling on right there. It's kind of hard to get the rest of it, but I'll probably I'll probably degrease the whole motor and just wash it down later. But if you can't just like flick the cover off with your finger, I used the plier and I just grabbed it and it came right off. It's right here. I cleaned it up. I used some brake cleaner to clean up the surface. Use this right here, and you can see this was a little worn. This is the new one, the brown one. You see this new one is a little bit more thicker, so it should be able to hold the oil in correctly. Now I'm just gonna place the gasket around where that opening is. Okay, so this is on. I ordered this from Amazon. It seems like it might, if you guys order the same one, it might seem like the gasket is slightly bigger, but it does fit. What I did is I started at the bottom. I put the bottom in first, and then I tucked in where the curve is. Once I got around the curve, then I did the top. It might look a little big, like I said, but you can squeeze it and it does fit. It fits in there perfectly. So once you're done with that, I'm just gonna make sure it's still clean around it. I might spray just a little bit of brake cleaner just to wipe the surface to make sure it's not oily or anything because of my hands. And I'll put this cover back on, hand tighten the screws in, all of them, and then slightly tighten it tighten it back. You'll feel around where you should stop. Don't ever over tighten these, because this block is aluminum and you'll just strip it off and it'll just end up spinning off. So I'm not sure the torque specs or anything like that, but you guys will know, you'll know when to stop, because it shouldn't take much force to get these off. So you place this back on, and then you basically just do everything in reverse that I'm not going to do on camera. I like to keep my videos as short as possible. I'll probably get some degreaser and some other cleaner and clean the bottom, because this is probably how you guys' car look if you got the same problem. So just clean it up, check for leaks. Thank you for watching.